In the primordial void, where the chaos of the waters of Nu stretched infinitely, Atum floated alone, the essence of a creator lost in his own reflections. He gazed at the waves that rose and broke, a spectacle of disorder that seemed to mock his solitude. With his invisible hands, he shaped the air around him, but the absence of companionship weighed heavily on his being. "How can I create a world without those who can see it?" he murmured, his voice echoing in the void. The answer was clear. He needed company. With a determined gesture, Atum concentrated his primordial energy, feeling the pulsating force within him. "It is time to bring order to chaos," he proclaimed in a deep tone, resonating with the gravity of the universe. He extended his arms, and in a majestic movement, he made the waters of Nu recede, allowing the land to emerge into the light. The solid, firm earth formed under his command, a promise of creation amid chaos. He looked upon his work with satisfaction, a smile blooming on his face. "Thus the firmament rises," he exclaimed, admiring the vast space that now stretched before him. However, the joy was fleeting. The solitude that accompanied him like a shadow was becoming increasingly oppressive. What is a universe without beings to inhabit it? Atum asked himself, his voice now carrying a tone of despair. He knew that creation was not complete. It was only the beginning of something greater. "I need companionship. I need life." With this burning determination, Atum closed his eyes and dove into his creative essence. He envisioned two entities, one of air and the other of moisture, that could bring balance to the world he had begun to form. "Let Shu and Tefnut come into being," he declared, his voice echoing like thunder in the void. In an instant, a gentle breeze began to blow, and moisture condensed into droplets of light, giving life to the gods of dry air and moisture. "Welcome to my domain," Atum exclaimed, eager to see his offspring. But as his joy surged, a pallor settled in his heart. "Where are you?" he shouted, feeling the absence of Shu and Tefnut spread like a dense fog. The waves of chaos seemed to swallow them, and solitude once again became Atum's only companion. He looked toward the unexplored horizon, hoping that his search for his children would lead him to new realms where creation could finally flourish. As Shu and Tefnut floated in the vast universe, both were dazzled by the new reality that Atum had created. The fresh air danced around Shu, who let himself be carried away by the moment's lightness. "Look, Tefnut, see how the stars shine," he exclaimed, flying in circles, his contagious joy resonating in every movement. Tefnut, the goddess of moisture, twirled elegantly and replied, "Yes, Shu, it's all so wonderful. Let's explore more." However, the fun quickly turned into distraction. In their euphoria, Shu and Tefnut began to drift apart, each drawn to different aspects of chaos. Shu dove into a gust of air that took him far away, while Tefnut lost herself in a cloud of vapor. "Tefnut, where are you?" shouted Shu, but his words were lost in the vastness. On the other side of the chaos, Atum watched the scene with a heavy heart. The echo of solitude intensified within him, and he felt a growing despair. He began to call for his children, his voice echoing in waves of pain. "Shu, Tefnut, come back. We need to be together." But instead of a response, the silence of the void enveloped him like a cold shroud. "Why don't they return?" Atum murmured, his voice trembling. He felt like an island in the midst of a stormy sea, lost and alone once again. With a gesture of frustration, he decided he could not remain inert, watching his creation drift apart. "I will find them," he declared, his determination renewed. With a decisive step, Atum descended into the chaos, where shadows danced and illusions tried to seduce him. "Come, come," the voices whispered around him, trying to divert his focus. But Atum, with the strength of a creator, resisted. He knew he needed to confront his own insecurities, for loneliness was an enemy that consumed him from within. "I am not just a creator. I am a father," he said as he navigated the tumultuous currents of chaos, determined to bring his children back. "I will not give up on them." And thus, he advanced, each step echoing his search for Shu and Tefnut, an unwavering desire for reunification burning within him. Atum floated in the chaos, his radiant form emanating an aura of power and determination. He observed the serpent Apep, an entity that twisted and slithered among the shadows, its eyes glimmering with mischievous curiosity. Apep's presence was a temptation, a seduction whispering promises of a new universe. "Why do you persist, Atum?" The voice of Apep echoes like a whisper in the chaotic breeze. "Wouldn't it be wiser to give up your search? Join me. We can shape a realm where order and chaos coexist in harmony." Atum narrows his eyes, his heart pounding with the certainty that creation cannot be achieved through surrender. "I cannot yield to your proposal, Serpent. My quest is for order, not the confusion you offer." He lifts his head, his posture resolute. "Shu and Tefnut are my children, and I will not abandon my search for them." Apep growls, his body twisting with rage. "Do you think you can find your children? Loneliness is the only companion you will find in this void. I can give you power, a new path, if only you would give up this futile search." "No, Apep," Atum replies firmly. "Loneliness is my shadow, but it is not my destiny. Creation is an act of love, and I will not give up on my children. They are the light that illuminates my darkness." The serpent of chaos, irritated, coils around Atum, his penetrating gaze reflecting confusion and doubt. "You cannot escape. Your search will be in vain, and I will be here, waiting for your fall." Atum, determined, frees himself from Apep's influence and continues his journey, traversing the chaos toward new storms. He knows he must find Shu, and the call of his son resonates within him. "Shu," he cries, his voice echoing in the vastness. "I am coming for you." After what feels like an eternity, Atum spots a formation amidst the sandstorm. The wind howls, and at the center of the tempest, he perceives the figure of Shu, trapped in a whirlwind, struggling to break free. Atum's heart tightens at the sight of his son in distress. "Shu, I'm here," Atum shouts, his presence intensifying. He concentrates, channeling his energy into a wave of light, dissipating the storm around Shu. "Come to me. I will rescue you." Shu, gasping, lifts his head, his eyes shining as he recognizes his father. "Father, I can't get out of here." The fight against the storm seems to drain him, but Atum's voice is a beacon in the darkness. "Trust me, Shu. I am your father, and together we can overcome this." With a powerful motion, Atum extends his hands, creating a current of air that cuts through the storm. The strength of his creation intertwines with Shu's determination, and together they break free from the sand's grasp. The chaos around them begins to dissipate, and the light of creation shines brightly, bringing hope to the shadowy universe. Atum and Shu reunite, and the father watches with pride at his son's strength, now free. "Let's find Tefnut together," Atum declares, and the journey of father and son intensifies in the vastness of chaos. Atum and Shu pushed forward through the chaos, a storm of sand and shadows enveloping them, and each gust of wind seemed to whisper Tefnut's name. Despair grew in their hearts, but Atum's determination did not waver. He looked at Shu, who struggled against the sand, trying to suffocate him. "We need to find Tefnut before it's too late," Atum said, his voice steady despite the turmoil around them. "She is the key to our union and to restoring order." Shu, with sand accumulating on his body, replied, "I feel her presence somewhere, but the chaos is so dense. I don't know if we can make it. We must continue. If we unite our energies, perhaps we can dissipate this storm," Atum suggested, feeling the intensity of the connection he shared with his son. He closed his eyes for a moment and invoked Shu's essence, searching for a clear path through the shadows. The storm roared around them, and Apep, hidden somewhere in the depths of chaos, watched with a malevolent smile. "They are weak, thinking they can overcome what even I cannot control," she murmured to herself, preparing to launch a new strike. "Atum," Shu called, his voice laden with a mix of hope and fear. "What if the union of our powers isn't enough? What if Tefnut is lost forever?" Atum paused, looking into Shu's eyes. Doubt is a trap, my son. We must believe in our strength. Tefnut's presence is still with us. She is part of who we are. Let's seek her together. The storm intensified, but Atum began to sense a familiar energy amidst the chaos. It was as if the invisible chains binding Tefnut began to loosen. He closed his eyes again, focusing on the spiritual connection they shared. Tefnut, come to us, he shouted, his voice echoing into the void. Shu, feeling his father's determination, joined his energy with Atum's. We are here, Tefnut. We are not alone. The moment the words left their lips, a soft glow began to break through the shadows. The storm lessened, and a whisper of water and air could be heard, as if Tefnut responded to the call of her brothers. Atum and Shu exchanged a hopeful glance, realizing that the union of their powers could forge a new path. But Tefnut's presence was essential. Let's continue. We cannot give up, Atum declared, his voice now more confident. We'll find her, and together we'll shape a new destiny. As they moved forward, the connection between them strengthened, and the storm around them began to slowly dissipate, giving way to a faint light emerging from the chaos on the horizon. In the heart of the turmoil, the invisible chains binding Tefnut shimmered like shadowy serpents, trying to suffocate the goddess's radiant essence. When her voice echoed through the abyss, a wave of hope surged across the expanse. Atum, Tefnut cried, her eyes shining with the resolve of one who refuses to succumb. I'm trapped, but I'm not defeated. Upon hearing his daughter's call, Atum felt his own energy surge with renewed vigor. Tefnut, I'm here. Join us. Tefnut's response was a mix of relief and desperation. Apep has me under her control. She wants me to spread chaos. I can't allow that to happen. Meanwhile, Shu, standing resolutely in the shadow of the storm, rose beside Atum. We need to help her father. If we unite our strengths, we can break the chains. Shu's determination resonated in the air like distant thunder. Atum nodded, his essence bubbling with newfound hope. Yes, together we are stronger. Let's confront her. With Tefnut's presence lighting the way, Atum and Shu advanced toward the serpent of chaos, which writhed in a sea of darkness. Apep, with a malevolent smile, rose before them. Ah, the Creator's children, you think you could defeat me? The doubt and fear that dwell in your hearts are my most powerful weapons. We are not afraid of you, Apep, Atum declared, his voice firm and resonant. We are united, and that unity is stronger than any shadow. The serpent laughed, a sound echoing like distant thunder. United? I see insecurities in your eyes. It's only a matter of time before you turn on each other. No, Tefnut shouted, her chains quivering as she fought against the chaotic influence. We will never turn against those we love. The energy of Atum and Shu pulsed, a light beginning to pierce the darkness surrounding them. They focused, each channeling their essence toward Tefnut, forming a triangle of power. Come on, children, may the light of our union dispel the darkness, Atum exclaimed, and with that, a storm of creative energy began to swirl around them, challenging Apep's influence as the battle between light and darkness intensified. At the peak of the battle, tension hung in the electromagnetic air that emanated from Atum, Shu, and Tefnut. The serpent of chaos, Apep, coiled around them, her scales glimmering with a dark light that pulsed with unease. With each movement, the serpent seemed to feed off the uncertainty growing in the hearts of the gods. Atum, taking a deep breath, looked at his children, determination filling his eyes. Shu, Tefnut, Atum said, his voice echoing like thunder. Apep is not just an external force. She is a part of me, a reflection of my loneliness and my fear of failure. To defeat her, I must confront this truth. Shu furrowed his brow in confusion. How can you fight against yourself? Isn't that an impossible battle? Perhaps, Atum replied, his voice steady. But it is a battle I must fight. Only then can I restore balance. Tefnut, sensing the weight of the situation, took her father's hand. We are with you, Atum. Together, we are stronger. Don't let loneliness win. With a resolute gesture, Atum stepped toward Apep. I am no longer afraid of you, serpent of chaos. I accept you as a part of me. He extended his hands, capturing the chaotic energy radiating from Apep. The serpent, taken aback, hesitated for a moment, and that was enough. With all his strength, Atum absorbed the darkness. In this act of courage, the chaotic energy transformed into radiant light. The light spread, enveloping Apep in a blinding glow. The chaos began to dissipate, and the serpent, now vulnerable, screamed in despair. No, you cannot destroy me. I am not here to destroy, Atum replied, his voice filled with compassion. I am here to create a new balance. At that moment, Apep was dissolved, a part of her merging with the cosmos, finally at peace. With Apep defeated, a wave of energy illuminated the universe. Atum, Shu, and Tefnut embraced, the energies of the three gods intertwining like a vibrant tapestry. Look, Atum said, true creation lies not in avoiding loneliness, but in overcoming it together. The landscape around them began to transform. The light of creation radiated, shaping mountains, rivers, and forests. The harmony between order and chaos was being established, and the presence of Atum, Shu, and Tefnut became a beacon for the universe. We are ready, declared Atum, to guide humanity as protectors of a world where solitude is replaced by companionship and love. With their hands intertwined, the three gods watched the new reality unfold before them, filled with hope and determination.